Hello, my name is Lucas. This is A Bit of Lit, and I'm here to talk about another science fiction magazine that I read for New Worlds November, I believe. And this is from Uncanny magazine, and it is the January 2021 edition. And this story is called A House Full of Voices is Never Empty by Miyuki Jane Pinckard, who is from Tokyo in Japan and lives in Venice, California. And she's worked on video games, writes about games, and writes fiction, has been published all over the place. Went to the Clarion Writers Workshop, is a member of the SFWA Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee, and is on the editorial board of the Well Played Journal from ETC Press at Carnegie Mellon University, and just a whole bunch of things. Teaching herself piano badly, as it says. I feel like I might have missed the science fiction aspect of it, but in a way, it is a new world, right? Because this is about an immigrant family that comes from an Asian country. I don't believe it specified where, but it did feel like it was an Eastern Asian country. And it is about family ties and that kind of experience as an immigrant, and in particular, it's about the bond of two sisters. I believe it was written in second person as well. There's a lot of you and sort of more direct language used. Do you remember this? Remember you did this and that kind of thing, which has a very strange effect. I don't normally care for second person, but in this case I thought it was very effective. The primary concern with here, the reason why it is called A House Full of Voices is Never Empty, is because one sister stays with the family, with the mom and dad, Ma and Baba. And over time, of course, unfortunately, as always happens, mom and dad pass away, first dad and then mom. And the items in the house hold a lot of power for the two sisters, in particular, the one who stayed. And the house comes to mean a whole lot to her. And eventually, after in a way, the sister that stayed around doesn't feel like she was sacrificing herself, but her being there helped the other sister be able to be elsewhere. First in London when dad passed away, and then later when mom passed away. Eventually she does come around and broach the subject of selling the house, but that is a painful subject, too hard for the sister that was around, because all of the items in the house speak to her and have voices and say things to her in a very touching way, not in a she's lost her mind kind of way, because the other sister can hear them too. And it doesn't necessarily romanticize hoarding, because it also, it's just really touching in a way, and heartfelt exploration of the power that memory can have, and of items that are cherished, what these can mean for people, but also, of course, the resolution. She doesn't want to just get rid of things. The sisters talk, and they talk about maybe asking if the items in the house, and maybe the house itself, are ready to move on and be let go of, and this kind of thing. And it's just a really touching story in that sense, and I think I really enjoy that. So that was all I've got to say. I look forward to seeing other things by her. The interview in here is also very good about her influences on writing this, and how she feels about possessions and what they mean, and how she empathizes with people that possessions do mean a lot for them, but for Miyuki herself, she's more able to sort of let go. Very interesting interview, very heartfelt, excellent short story in my opinion. So that's that for New Worlds November for me. Thank you. Goodbye.